Good morning. Peace and blessings. How everybody doing today? Happy Monday. Today is the day that the moon rules. Hi, how are you doing? Today is the day that the moon rules, and the moon is currently in Gemini. And I just wanted to come and talk about what's happening in the world. So much is changing, you guys. We are in store for some mighty shifts. We're in store for some very mighty shifts. And, I want to be really transparent. Good morning. Good morning. As I am watching what's happening in the world, I also watch the astrology, because the astrology actually gives me peace. It helps me realize that what's happening is in divine order. And so we recently had Pluto go into Aquarius, and we had Saturn move into Pisces, and America has gone through its Pluto return. I think that Pluto is going to come back to where it was one other time, because Pluto is going to retrograde back to the 27th degree, which is where America's Pluto return was. I believe it is. 27. And so America is coming apart, you guys. This country is crumbling. It is crumbling. Can y'all see it? Do y'all experience it? Literally, Russia and China just made an agreement to stop using the dollar to trade oil. Our dollar has been connected to oil because we don't have a gold standard. So all of the oil around the world was purchased using the dollar, and now that's about to change. This is huge, you guys. And so the thing that I really want, that's important for us to know, is that in the age of Pisces, we were all under these sort of umbrellas, right? So we were all American, and we all, use the same money, and we mostly believe the same things. And we, even there was a time when we all watched the same television shows and things like that. But now the age of Aquarius means things are becoming more individual. So what's going to be so important is for you to get in alignment with who you are meant to be. Because if you are anchoring yourself in somebody else's reality, you're not going to be okay. You've got to connect to your own system, your own codes, your own identity, because this collective thing we've been doing is over. It is over. And if you don't understand your own value and your gifts and your talents and what you're up to, you are just, one of the things that we've been doing in this country is we educate our children in this school system that is about everybody going to work and working for somebody else. That way of being, these sort of collective, where the masses are doing all the same thing, is over with. It is over with. And so we have this opportunity now with Pluto coming into Aquarius, where we have an opportunity to really dig into who we truly are. Who did the Creator create you to be? And it requires that you, for me, it has required that I deeply come into a intimate relationship with the Creator. And so for me, that has meant letting go of the Christian narratives that I was given as a child, right? I've had to really understand what these stories are about, and understanding that Christ is a consciousness. Christ is not a human being. To achieve the Christ consciousness, anyone can do that. And when we do that, we tap into our own energetic reserve for this lifetime that we were born into. And when we tap into that, all of our needs are met. One of the most amazing things that I'm experiencing, you guys, that is so profound. In the last year, I had Saturn opposing my Mars. And so Saturn creates restrictions. And Mars is the physical body. And so I could not move in the way that I normally would. And I literally watched my higher self hold me. I felt like I was in prison, hold me in prison. But then literally everything that I needed just came without me doing anything. I would just be like, okay, Spirit, I need my rent. Okay, Spirit, I need money for this. Okay, Spirit, I need to talk to this person. Okay. And everything would just show up. And it proved to me that I'm not doing it. It proved to me that I am not doing. Now, how do I do this? I follow the moon cycles. Because I follow. Now, I'm not saying people can do this any way they want to, but when we tap into the energy of water and the subconscious of the planetary energy, and we're all a part of it, when I tapped into that, then I started to just watch things begin to move to me and through me, because the moon rules the water on the planet. It rules the reproductive system, the creative system. The reproductive system is simply the creative system. It is the power of God in you. And so when I moved into really following moon cycles, and I teach this stuff. Is anybody here in the moon work with me, or in the follow the sun? Because then you actually begin to align with what you are meant to be, because otherwise our egos are in this American mind system or the Western mind system, competing and feeling like there's not enough, and I got to do this and I got to do this. But when you tap into your divinity, literally the universe begins to take care of you. And so I have had to let go of worrying and let go of fear and heal my karma and heal the patterns and belief systems that I have around my parents and who they were or who they weren't. I've had to heal this system that is in a Black woman's body, and the centuries of DNA that are traumatized. White supremacy. The thing that's really important for us to know as Black people, and especially Black women, is that we built this country. We built it. We really did. We are the founding energy of this country. So as Pluto went into its the Pluto return, so I spend time calling my power back to me. I call my power back. I just call it back. I call it back from any sort of, any ways that I gave it away. Because as Black people, we worked for hundreds of years without receiving money. So there is a program in our system that I don't want to say everybody has this, because everybody doesn't. Because I have a Pisces rising and I'm connected to the collective thing, I see it in myself. The part of me that doesn't have a real relationship with exchange and money, because as Black women, we worked for hundreds of years in this country and we didn't get anything back for it in return. So there was a code inside of me that wouldn't really allow myself to receive in the way that I was desiring to receive. It was a block. It was a trauma code. So I had to do the work to recode that belief system, that reality in my own system. And see, here's the thing. There are a lot of people out here right now who are calling themselves healers and but if they have not done their own work, and I hear people, I listen to people talk, I listen to people's videos, and I can hear that they haven't healed their own trauma, that they are, in frustration or anger, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to go be with people who haven't done their own work, then you have to know that they are a reflection of you. So people who are not further along than you in your journey can't help you. You need a way shower. You need somebody who has actually done the work and done the healing, and who has the evidence of the results of that transformation in their own lives. Otherwise, you're just swapping trauma with people. And it's a really interesting thing, because it's just about your level of devotion. That's really all it is. And it's about your level of devotion. That makes sense as Black people working without an idea of exchange. Absolutely. And so it's important for you to understand your relationship to abundance and money and all of that sort of stuff. Mercury is about to go retrograde in Taurus. So I don't have the links ready for that yet, though, but we're going to be working on transforming our relationship to money, because Mercury is how we think, and Taurus is our value system. It is our money. It is how we resource ourselves. So many of us need to reprogram the way we think about money. I know for me, there was a time when America says that money is God, but I had to really see how it was relating to money, and I wasn't really understanding that money is energy, first of all, but it's connected. Like, you come to this reality with everything you need. So I had to study and understand, I was born with everything that I needed. So that means that anything that I need is within me. But we are told that we got to go work for money. We have to go earn money. That's a lie. That is a lie. And you have to really do the work to transform your mindset around how you've been conditioned and what's true. Because how you've been conditioned is not true at all. How you've been conditioned is anchored in a lie, is anchored in limitation, is anchored in scarcity. Because this system needs us to feel like we need these things. They need us to feel like we need medical doctors. They need us to feel like we need to send our kids to these schools. They need us to feel like we have to grocery shop and we can't grow our own food. We can't heal our own body. They need us to feel like we have to outsource everything in order for us to keep the system alive. And the minute we realize that everything is within us and we begin to prove that, when you begin to prove that everything is within you and you begin to live into that, then the system is already dying. The system becomes even less necessary. And so what we get to do while Pluto is in Aquarius, what we get to do while Pluto is in Aquarius is we get to remember our original codes, because Aquarius is the God mind, and God is in all of us. We are never separate from God, never separate from the Creator. The thing is that we live in a world that has gotten us to believe that we are, because we are in the Dark Ages. We're in the last fight of the Dark Ages, the last stand of the Dark Ages. And the Dark Ages is what we're experiencing on the planet. And this is a cosmological experience. So one of the things I had to really get myself to understand was that racism, classism, sexism, all of those are symptoms of the Dark Ages. And it's exactly how it's meant to be. Nothing is wrong right now. And when I'm not looking at it like it's wrong, then I can look at it like, oh, this is meant to be. So how can I benefit from this? How is this actually serving me? How is this actually helping me become who I'm meant to be? Because I'm born at this time, because I'm meant to be here at this time. And I'm meant to be here so that I can bring forth whatever is within me into the external. I'm not here to fucking get anything. None of us are here to get anything. We're all gonna die, y'all. Everybody is gonna die. We're not gonna live in this reality forever. So when you understand the truth of how the reality works, and death is an illusion, it's not real, really. This body dies and then you're born into another one. So, like, what the fuck are you really doing? What are you up to? How are you using your time and energy? What are you doing? I know that I'm a Virgo, so I'm here to serve humanity. I'm here to bring forth communities and systems that allow people to heal, that support people in transmuting their trauma and karma into power, into purpose, into progress, right? That's my work. I stand in the middle. I kind of I straddle the old world and the new world to help people come from the old world and into the new world. That's my job. That is what I am here to do. I'm here to support people in creating systems for themselves based upon their cosmological agreement with the universe to be here now so that they can actually live in the mission that they were born to live in. My grandmother used to say, you're dying from your first breath. That's right. That's it. You are dying from your first breath. And so, so I wanted to come in today and just talk about how important it is for us to understand how we function and the aspects of us. And this is why I teach the 13 moons work, and I teach us how to relate every month, how to relate to every planetary frequency within you. That's what the moon does. The moon literally spends 30 days connecting with every planet, all the way from the sun to Pluto in a month's time. And through that month, you are meant to evolve yourself. And I teach people how to do the rituals so that you can become who you're really meant to be and not who they told you to be, not who, your parents had to hide you out, or, we just didn't know that the world was becoming this, right? And so the work is for us to really step into who we truly are. And you have to understand how your natal chart works. You have to understand your gifts. I know I have Venus in Libra, so when I speak, people can feel what I say. My language sends out a vibration through the psyche of the people that are listening to me. I know that because I understand my chart. So I understand that when I speak into somebody, I'm bringing life to them. I understand I have the ability to see God in all things. Those are part of my gifts. I can see the creator in all things. So I can see a person where they are. I can see where they are, and then I can see where they're meant to be. I can see the whole trajectory for them. I can help them create a whole plan to get from where they are to where they're meant to be, because I have the eyes to see. My pineal gland is open. I can see reality as it truly is and as it's meant to be. But I know that because I have spent the time cultivating my gifts, healing my trauma, cultivating my voice, understanding how I serve others. And when I see somebody in their rightful God state, it is inevitable they will achieve it, because all it takes is for one person to see your possibility and give you the codes and for you to move into that reality. So that is my gift. And my work is to help other people get into their gifts, to help others so that we can move not just ourselves forward, so that we can move this planet forward, so that we are a part of the evolutionary process of this planetary experience. And we all have a role to play. Every single one of us has a role to play. So if you guys want, you can come join Follow the Sun. I invite you to come there. There's a free community there. There's a community there that's $8 a month, one for $22 a month, one for $44 a month. The Mercury retrograde class is coming up. We're going to be doing the work to reprogram our relationship to money, because this whole system of money is about to change. So you've got to really understand that money is a frequency and abundance is a frequency, and it comes from within you, so that you're not looking for anything external, so that you actually know that you come here, you were born with everything you need. And so it doesn't matter what the economy is doing. If you are connected and sourced through your relationship to your higher self, this is the thing that I love about studying history, is that, the books are written and the stories are told by the people who, write the books and tell the stories. But then there are millions of people who those stories don't have nothing to do with. So this whole America will crash, but then there will be people who completely thrive in a new way, and the whole reality is going to open up, and we're going to be able to move through the world in a different way. And so that story of the collapse doesn't have to be your truth when you understand who you are. But if you're focused on that and connected to that and putting your energy into that, then that will be your experience. But there's a whole new world that's being opened up right now, a whole new reality. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, so the old is just going to die and become obsolete, and the new is going to erect and become the superior energy that is in our reality. And for those of us who have the courage to begin to move ourselves into another way of thinking and being, we're going to thrive. This is an amazing time to be alive. So I pray that you come. You can go look at my profile link, join, follow the sun. You can book your readings. You can go to my website, which is MoniqueRuffin.com, and you can book your natal chart readings. If you want to work with me in person, you can book the in-person readings. If you want to work with me online, you can book the Zoom readings. And I do coaching, but I'm really here to support us in moving out of an old way of being and into a new. The world is changing, y'all. Wow, and we're living through it. It's a profound experience. It really is. There's a bird above me that's just soaring, a raven that's just soaring above me. Thank you so much for saying I'm pretty. I appreciate that. Yep. All right, you all. I'm just in awe. I'm really in awe. I'm really amazed at what's happening. And I'm really grateful for the astrology. I'm grateful for this profoundly intimate relationship that I'm experiencing with the invisible. Like literally everything I think shows up. And I just hear the Creator saying, I got you. Like, I got you. Relax. I got you. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. So we don't have to suffer. I just want us to know that suffering is unnecessary and unnatural right now. The only thing that might be challenging is just moving through the fear of letting go of the old and coming into the new. But we are really here to thrive, especially those of us who are in Black bodies right now. We have done all of the suffering. We have suffered far too long. Our time is over with, you all. I really want y'all to know that the suffering that Black people have been going through is over. And I just pray, because it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly for people who are still in that reality. So, bless it. Light to everyone, blessings to everyone, love to everyone. May your heart be open. May you trust and know that the universe loves you, that your ancestors are surrounding you, that you are absolutely protected and cared for. All your needs are met. And it is a beautiful time to be alive. Peace and blessings. Talk to you soon.